niggas who relate. Silence on my page for you. Oh my God, he changed. Young life against she ran karma. I just need some breeze so I could keep myself in order.
Hey Play Cousins, welcome to a movie review. It's been a while since I did this one, since I did a movie review period, but this one, I couldn't let go by. This movie review is for The Menu. Okay, let's talk. This video may be broken up a little bit because as you can hear, they're doing renovations. Okay. I haven't seen a thriller like this in a long time, where the plot, the setting, the writing, the acting has kept me on my seat. Most of the time, I'm able to figure out a movie. I'm able to kind of pinpoint what's going to go on before it even happens, because nowadays, almost everything is the same. But this movie caught me off guard. So this movie, The Menu, was on Hulu, right? So it starts off with basically everyone wanting to get to this restaurant, which is extremely hard to get into, that's at a secret location. Sounds familiar? Everyone having an aesthetic. Not knocking it, but I'm saying, So the who's of the who's, the big times, the celebrities, all wanted to be a part of this restaurant, or either has visited this restaurant, has literally gave a great review of this restaurant.
And has always been the food of the common man. But you, my dear guests, are not the common man. So.
Right? All right. So it starts off with a couple stating like, okay, let's go to this well, it's this dude basically, and he's taking this girl on a date, and she pulls out a cigarette, and he was like, don't do that, because that will ruin your palate. So that kind of caught my interest, because it's like, okay, maybe this man knows something about food and he's wanting to show her something different. Women love that. We're kind of used to the same BS, so when you coming at us and you trying to show us something different, you kind of pique our interest.
You buy the experience? I mean, this looks like a suburban landscape.
Right? All right. Well, they get on a boat, and in all actuality, she noticed someone that she knows getting on the boat. Mind you, this restaurant does not take a lot of people. So, if I'm not mistaken, the guest list is not even over 50 people. I don't even think it's over 20, to be honest. The actual chefs outnumbered the guests. Right, so it's really that exclusive. Okay, let's begin into it. You have to get onto a boat because the restaurant is on an island. How you found out about this, of course, social media, word of mouth. But in order to attend the restaurant, you have to send an invitation, and the chef has to accept you. So you can't just plan and be like, oh, well, I want to go to this restaurant. No. You have to send an invitation, and he decides, the chef, if you're able to come to his restaurant. Okay, so they get to the restaurant. Mind you, it is strategically where you tour the island. You tour how they create their food, how they smoke out their meat, how they take care of their animals, how everything is organic, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. They basically tell you how and what they use to create their dishes and how to make their food, right? Okay, so they go on. After they tour the island, you see the chef's house, but nobody is allowed in the chef's house. I wonder why. Why we can't tour your house? We could tour everything else but your house. What you mean is you doing something crazy in there. But that's neither here nor there. So after they tour the island, they go to the restaurant. Now, the restaurant is actually set up like Hell's Kitchen. So Hell's Kitchen, Yeah, Hell's Kitchen, like the show, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been inside Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas. It's Hell's Kitchen, literally. So basically, like, you can see the chefs cooking. You see the kitchen, you see the chefs, you see them making and creating the food, and you are sitting outside, but you still see them. Like, you basically see your food. It's not like any other restaurant where you can't see behind the closed door. You see the chefs. Okay, so he comes out and he's staring at the date that the young man brought, the girl who was smoking. He's staring at her, the actual head chef. She's, of course, women like her, like me. When somebody's staring at me, baby, hey, hi, say something. It's the reason you're staring at me, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because you saying, oh, you're so beautiful. Okay, yeah, but blah, 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 blah. I don't want to hear all that. You staring for a reason, and so I'm watching you because you plotting. You casing. It's a little hood in me. So when somebody's staring and looking for a long period of time, you casing. You plotting something. My thought, which was her thought too. Her thought too. Anyway, so she told her that she was like, why is this dude staring at me? So this is not her normal type of restaurant, which it didn't come off normal to me either because of the amount of people, how to get there, and I canceled the chef's house. Yeah. So anyway, he introduced himself, he introduced his crew, and he also explains, and he's explaining how food, how we basically take food for granted. He doesn't want you to eat. He wants you to taste. He wants you to indulge. He wants you to appreciate basically the effort of how they went into preparing the meals and how they basically plate the food. Because the food wasn't just placed upon the plate, like it was like a whole decoration type theme for each meal, literally. And everything was decorated according to each meal. Right? And the portions were really, really small. Now, I know y'all go to like these big time 5-star restaurants and y'all feel like, you know, you made it and you accomplished it, and I'm not knocking it. But baby, why I gotta pay so much money for a little bit of food? If I gotta pay you a lot of money, give me more than a tablespoon of serving. That's a problem. Anyway, so he serves up his first meal. His first meal is a little bit of nothing. She looks at it and she like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? And it comes off odd to her. So as it continues, he also does a story with each meal. Each meal there's a story. Each meal there's a story. And every time he serves the meal, the stories get weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. Very weird. Till it gets down to the point where one of the things she refuses, which really upsets him, because it's like, first of all, you don't refuse my food, because we put so much time and effort in this food for you to be refusing it. So she like, I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't want that. This is weird. I want to go to the bathroom. And then like when she want to go to the bathroom, like he follows her, the chef follows her in the bathroom. Follows her in the bathroom. She really went in the bathroom to smoke and to take a break, but he follows her in the bathroom and he wants to know why you didn't eat my food. You follow me in the woman's bathroom to ask me why I didn't eat your food? So she was like, because I didn't like it. And so he was like, okay. Like, now mind you, this conversation is taking on in the bathroom, and I can't give you all of it because I want you to go watch it. Anyway, so she comes back to the table and she's like, I'm ready to go. Like, this whole situation is weird, which it was, because he has his mom there in the restaurant, and he told a story of his past, which was kind of odd. One of the chefs ended up doing something that will completely blow your mind. Sorry. That will completely blow your mind to the point where you will gasp. You are always on the edge of your seat in this movie. You are literally like, what the? Here's what I got from it though. In this day and age in the society, we always want to be the who's or going to the best restaurants or putting up an aesthetic. This movie hits all of that. Every meal that he put out was literally about one of the guests at his restaurant. Which is why I always say you never know who's watching you when you're doing this internet stuff. You never know who's paying attention. You never know who's watching you. So he basically called out all of everybody's secrets except the date, the girl who he followed in the bathroom. And it's a reason for that. And you'll have to watch the movie to find out. But out of all of it, she was the only one who survived the game that the chef was playing. This movie will make you think. This movie will make you realize that what you're seeing on the internet not necessarily may be true, not necessarily may be something that you need to envy, but appreciate what you have in front of you right now. Never be envious of what others have, because it could be all smoke and mirrors. This movie I definitely give 8 halos, because baby, it kept my attention, it kept me going, it surprised me. It was not ever a dull moment. What also baffled me was and this is no slight against men, because men are the people who watch me the most, and I appreciate y'all for that. I really do. But when it came down to the point where the chef gave the men an opportunity to decide, I'll give you a head start for you to live your life, or you can stay and defend the women. Every last man left. Every last man left. One couple had been married over 30 years. He said, bye. I'm sorry. Baby, in hard situations, and if y'all don't know, you should know by now. In hard situations, baby, you would definitely find out who really got your back. You would definitely find out who gonna stand with you and who love you for real. This, and all in all, baby, I would watch this movie over and over, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure there was still certain things that I missed, because it also keeps you on your toes, and it also makes you think, which I absolutely love. And also another message in there is we are stronger together. He asked one question to, don't call me. Anyway, so he asked one question at the end. Sorry, y'all, my son called. He asked one question at the end that made everybody think. Basically, they all outnumber him. And his question was, why didn't y'all fight back? Which I, and throughout the whole movie, didn't understand. Like, what's hey y'all so long, like, to come together and karate chop this man in the throat? Like, what's taking so long? Anyway, I definitely recommend this movie. As I said before, I give it 8 halos. Please definitely go to Hulu and watch The Menu. It's definitely worth it. I love you the mostest, because you're definitely the dopest in real life, and I'll see you in the next one.